from UCEED 2023 question paper. How many times does the shape sequence shown on top appear in the grid below? The sequence may appear top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right to left, or at an angle.
Well, a pretty easy question. So
Yes.
if you want to see this particular sequence, just look for the hexagons. So there's the
Yep.
first hexagon and a circle. So these are all at the right angles, by the way, as you can see,
Hmm.
or at an angle. So you have to check, or if this is a hexagon, we are gonna check all of the squares, all online squares around it. Okay. So
Hmm.
this is an hexagon, and there's a circle only on this side. So no series from this hexagon. Then there's an hexagon here, and this is one, as you can
Hmm.
see, pretty straightforward. Then there's another one here,
Yes.
and that's another hexagon. But if you see, it does not make a sequence in the bottom, in the downward direction, but it does make it in this direction,
Yeah.
right? So this is the third one,
Yeah.
and there's another hexagon here, and it makes a sequence over here.
Right.
So answers
Pretty
four.
straightforward question.
Very easy question.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Then comes the bold lines correspond to four different paths P, Q, R, and S. What is the length of the longest path? The length of each side of the square grids is 7 units. Use 22 by 7 as the value for pi.
Okay, so best way to do it is just go one by one. All
Hmm.
right, and do not calculate the exact value at once. Okay,
Exactly.
so let's start with P. What I mean to say is, in this P, let's first count the number of straight paths. Right, so there's
Hmm.
one, two, three, four, and that's it.
Hmm.
Everything else is curved. Okay. Now,
Correct.
instead of finding the values of every curve path separately, what we're going to do is we're going to see this curve path, and this curve path. They're all the same,
Yeah.
and also this curve path. So there are four curve paths that have a radius of one side, which is 7 centimeter, right?
Yeah.
So 4 times 1/4, that means one circle,
Hmm.
है ना? तो हमारे पास चार थे plus one entire circle. So this is was 7 into 4. One entire circle is 2 pi r, the circumference of a circle. So
Right.
2 times pi times r plus.
Right.
Then we have this particular curve, and there's only one and 2. So that means a half a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Half a circle. So half a circle is a semicircle. The semicircle ka radius is pi r, or half of 2
Yes.
pi r, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna write pi r directly. That's 22 by 7 times 7 plus, have we left anything? Yeah, we left this particular
Smaller one.
piece,
Yeah.
this one, right? So this radius for this is 7 by 2, and it's
Hmm.
a semicircle. So again, pi by r, 22 by 7
Right.
plus 7 by 2. You can take 7 common, calculate this whatever you want. I found it easier to just directly add this up, right? Like, it's not really
Hmm.
that hard, which is 28 plus 44
Hmm.
plus 22 plus 11. That will
Yeah.
give you 105, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that will give you 105. So that's P. Okay, let's do Q next. So for Q, I'll change colors. Again, straight lines. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
it's 7 times 3 plus, let's do the small circles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
and 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Right. So
Hmm.
7/4, like one fourth, 7 of 1/4 of a circle, right? Seven by 4
Right.
into 2 pi r.
Hmm.
7/4 of circumference of the smaller circle. So the r for this is 7. Plus, do we have anything else in this? We have
This
this,
one arc.
right? This
Yeah.
one arc, and the
Yeah.
radius for this is 14.
14.
Wait,
Yes.
did I not put 14 here? I did not put 14 here.
Hmm.
यहाँ पे गड़बड़ कर दी मैंने here. यहाँ
Hmm.
पे 20 20 44 ही आएगा. This will
Hmm.
become 27.
Correct. That's okay. Yeah.
So 1. So that's 1/4 of 2 pi r. 2 into 22/7 into 14,
Right.
and this will give you 21
Right.
plus 77 plus 22. I hope I'm doing this right, and that will give you 120. All right. R next,
Hmm.
and for the R we do the same thing. You see,
Yes.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Yeah.
That is 8 times 7 plus there's 1, 2, and 3. 3 of the sets, one side, 3
Right.
fourths of 2
Yeah.
by r
Yeah.
plus there's this one
Smaller.
big one, I think,
Hmm. Yeah. Only one.
big
Yeah.
one. So 1/4 of 2 by r is 14 for this one,
Yeah.
and two small ones. So that is one entire circle.
Yeah.
So I'll just write 2 pi r directly.
Hmm.
2 pi r is 7/2 for these small semicircles.
Correct.
And that gives us,
So
so be 56
33
plus 33 plus 22
plus.
and plus 22 again.
Yeah.
So that gives you 133.
Yeah.
That is R. And then the last one is S.
Oh,
So it's S2. So that is 1, 2, 3. That's it. So that's 7 times 3 plus we have 1, 2,
yeah.
3, and that's it. 3.
Hmm.
So 3/4 of 2 pi r plus, let's see the big, are there any big ones? We have 1 and 2 and 3.
Hmm.
3 big ones. 3 into 4, 2 pi r is 14. Plus, small ones. Small ones we have half a circle.
Hmm.
So that will give you half into 2 pi r, or pi r into 7/2.
Right. 21.
So this
Yeah.
will give you 21
21,
plus
33,
66
66, and
plus
11. Yeah.
4, that gives you 131.
Yeah.
So what is the length of the longest path? The length
133.
for the longest path is 133, which is r,
Yeah.
and that is also the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Good.
comes in the range. So there's a range for this 132.8 to 133.1, and we got the correct answer.
Yeah. Question number three. What is the maximum number of stars that can be packed inside the blue color boundary, including the one that is shown in the image below? The stars can be scaled but not overlap, should not overlap. At least 4 points of every star should touch the blue color boundary.
I can't say much about this question. So, but when I was practicing for UCEED, I did not know they did not let you like even use the scale within the center.
Hmm.
So I used to think, okay, you can at least use the scale in your part A, but some of the centers, including mine, said no, you're not allowed to use the scale at all. So if you're allowed to use the scale, what you can do is take the measurement of this entire side. Okay, let's say आपके screen पर this side is
Hmm.
around 15 centimeters
Hmm.
and ये वाला कुछ 5 आया है.
Hmm.
ठीक है, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एग्जांपल. इससे करेक्ट आंसर आए नहीं आए, आई एम नॉट श्योर. ओके,
Right.
I'm just giving you an example. So if
Hmm.
you are allowed to use a scale, so you know that ये हमेशा ना half होते जाएगा. The side, this
Yeah.
keeps on getting half. So when you just keep on like making this half to 2.5 आएगा, फिर 1.25 आएगा, और like there's a particular ratio. If not half, I think इस वाले question में 3/2 ratio बन 2/3 ratio बनता है.
Hmm.
इस वाले particular question में this line to this line का ratio,
Right.
right? That's how we're supposed to do it.
Hmm.
है ना. बाकी विजुअलाइजेशन से अगेन इफ यू आर एबल टू विजुअलाइज द सेम वे जैसे मैंने ड्रॉ करा है, ऐसे
Hmm.
आपको करना पड़ता है. सो करीब करीब you need to see like in perspective, right? You know how perspective works.
Foreshortening, basically.
Yeah, basically foreshortening. So whenever you want to join two lines, जैसे मान लो आपको पिलर्स बनाना है ना perspective, ये आपका
Hmm.
ऐसे एक रोड है, यहाँ पे आपको पिलर्स बनाने हैं and they need to be of equal length. So first two you
Right.
can draw in at any distance you want, and then after that, if you join the midpoint from the top of the first one, you get the base of the next one.
Right.
ऐसे कर सकते हो. This is one of the tricks if you do not know in drawing.
Yes.
So the same logic if you can visualize ऐसा ऐसा ही कर करके you see
Hmm.
इसके अंदर 5 वो बन जाते हैं 6. तो मैंने probably draw गलत करा है.
Hmm. But this is, I think, a classic example of foreshortening, perspective understanding, basically.
हाँ, perspective understanding if you have,
हाँ.
you can do. Like
Yeah.
अगर बहुत अच्छे से इसको draw करोगे ना, I think 6
हाँ.
मिनट हो जाएंगे आराम से.
I think this is
First
also one of the
one.
examples where students feel that, अरे यार ये कितना complicated है. But then
It's not
UCEED,
complicated.
UCEED is smart in a way to combine a few topics and present a question.
अच्छा, वो वाला मैंने बहुत दूर बना दिया था. यहाँ पे नहीं
Hmm.
आ रहा
Yeah.
है. ये वाला यहाँ पे आएगा
Yeah. There'll be another one.
ऐसे.
Yeah.
So 1
That's
2 3 4 5 6.
Yeah. Fourth question. Okay. So we have a dice throw can result in the numbers 2, 3, 5, or 6. Every fourth throw will result in 3. What is the minimum number of times the dice has to be thrown for the pawn to move from 0 to reach exactly at 100?
Okay, so I do not remember the exact answer for this. So let's try to solve it how I would
Mm-hmm.
have solved it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So you know 2, 3, 5, and 6, and you know the fourth row will result in 3.
Hmm.
So what I'm going to do is let's try to use all three of the initial ladders. We can let's
Hmm.
see what's the minimum number of moves we can get from each of these three, right?
Right.
So let's take this ladder first. So I am writing all the moves here.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm making two columns. There are
Yeah.
moves and is the spot. So first move you get a 3, right? We're using this ladder first,
Hmm.
and you reach 3. You reach 61. Sorry. Let's say you move 2
Two.
because
Yeah.
I do not see any other ladder that can skip like this. This is way too far. This will take way too long to reach.
Yeah.
So let's do 2, and now I am at 83.
Yeah.
Now, since there are no more ladders, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do a 6 and you get at 89. And
Yeah.
then you'll throw a 3 again because fourth row results in 3. So this has
Yeah.
to be a 3. Now you're at 92.
Yeah.
Then you get a 6 again. That's 98. And then you need a 2 to get on 100.
Hmm.
right? So that gives you one, two, three, four, five, six moves from the
Hmm.
first ladder. Okay.
Right.
Now let's try the second ladder. This one. So let's say you roll six on the first turn
6. We're on
at
75.
87. Now the next ladder is over here at 82.
Hmm.
Right? That is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven spots.
Yeah.
So seven spots. But there's one thing. One thing. If you reach a 99, if you use this
Hmm.
ladder, you'll go 99, and you can never throw a one.
Yeah.
So that means you can never reach 100 if you use this ladder.
Right.
So that means we are not supposed to use this ladder.
Right.
Okay, so we are on 75 right now, and since we're not using this ladder, we're just gonna roll six every single time.
Right.
7, 81, then you get six again, it's 87.
Right.
Fourth move will be a 3, you will be on 90. 6 will give you 5. Why am 5? Because if I do 6, I'll be on 96, and I can't throw a 4,
Hmm.
but I can throw 5 two times,
Right.
right? So I'll do
100.
5 two times. That is again 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. Now the third ladder. So let's say we roll 5 on the first turn, because
Hmm.
again, we can't roll 6. 6 will get us to 75. So we roll 5, we are on 5. Then we roll a 6, and we are on 47.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we roll a 2, because
Yeah.
47, 48, and 49. We'll reach on 92.
We have to go
Then
3,
we have to roll a 3, because that's the fourth turn.
95, and
And
5.
then we can roll a 5
So 5 moves.
to reach 100. And that is only 5 turns.
Yes.
And that is the answer. So you can see
Yes.
6, 6, and 5.
Yeah. Count the number of human figures in the picture. Mhm.
Yeah, so I've
Yes.
told this in the previous videos too. Just draw a line
Yeah.
whenever you're confused. If you draw by hand, this question you probably can, without needing to draw a line.
Yeah.
But if you really about it, I'll get a nice color. Let's draw this line. Okay, since there are no humans on this line. So one, two, three, four, five,
Hmm.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Hmm.
There's 9 on this side. Then let's draw this line too, because there are many people in the center.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Now on the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That gives you a total of 27. And that is the
27. Yes. 27. That's the answer. In the figure given below, the area of largest regular hexagon is 720 units. What is the area of the shaded portion?
right. This question says the area of the larger hexagon is 720. Okay.
Correct.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this line.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, in this particular triangle you see here, how many small triangles do you see? It's one, two, three, four. Four triangles, right?
Right.
And in this hexagon, you see one, two, three, four, five, six triangles,
Hmm.
right? Also, this particular triangle is one sixth the area of the bigger triangle, right? Because there are six of these triangles.
Correct.
See, one, two, three, four, five, and six. There are six big triangles, so that means these small four triangles refer to one sixth the area of the bigger hexagon,
Hmm.
which is 120.
Hmm.
So
Correct.
if four of these refer to 120, then six of them would refer to how much area? It would be 120 divided by 4 into 6, right? Unitary method only.
Hmm.
This would give you 180, right? So that
Hmm.
means the area of this particular hexagon is
Hmm.
180, right? And 180 is one fourth of 720, right?
Yeah.
It's getting divided by 4. That means the area of this smaller hexagon would be one fourth this,
Yeah.
right? So that would be 180 divided by 4, which is 45, right? The area of this triangle, this hexagon. This is the small
Correct.
hexagon. Now, it was the area of the shaded portion. So this is pretty obvious. It's two-thirds, right? It's three rhombi,
Yeah.
and two of them are shaded. So you just divide 2 by 3 of this, which gives you 30. And 30
Hmm.
is the answer.
Right.
Okay. So there's no need to find the side of this hexagon or do any other
Yeah.
shenanigans. You can just play with the
A
areas.
tetrahedron of side 18 units and a cone having base diameter of 10 units are cutting through a sphere as shown. Count the total number of surfaces in the resultant sphere.
Right. So, the easiest way to think about this is take one at a time. Right? When
Hmm.
you drill a pyramid, you're drilling a pyramid through the sphere. That
Yeah.
means it would give you a triangular tunnel all the way through. And people get
Hmm.
confused about this. You need to see biggest surface area of this particular shape, which is a triangle, right? So that
Yes.
means when you drill this through, you will only get a triangular surface. You will not get like any depressions in it. It would be a straight
Correct.
parallel lines. ऐसा prism
Correct.
type का उसके अंदर टनल बनेगा.
हाँ,
ऐसा टनल बनेगा उसके अंदर. So
absolutely.
that's on one side, right? Then on the other side, 90 degrees from this would be a cone. And cone again, this has the biggest surface area of a cone is a circle. So that means there would be a cylindrical depression through this, not depression, a cylindrical hole through this. Okay, and again it
Whole.
would be
Yeah.
parallel, completely parallel.
Yes.
So something like this. Okay. Now, one thing that you need to be wary of is if this cylinder wowould
Hmm.
be smaller, like smaller in height than this particular pyramidal the prism वाला जो panel है or not. मतलब अगर वो जो circle है वो इसके अंदर पूरा आराम से आ रहा है और is it bigger,
Hmm.
है ना? So to do that, I mean, the sides are given, so it's pretty obvious. 18 is way bigger than 10, and there's no way this is bigger than triangle. So, but it is something you have to be wary of. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So now we just need to count the number of surfaces. We know एक surface तो sphere का होगा, bar वाला, right?
Right.
One of the sphere itself.
Hmm.
Then there will be three in the prism, right? One, two, and three.
Hmm. Correct.
तीन इससे आ गए. Now there will be one on this side and one on this side. Why do I say one on this side and one on that side? Because these two parts of the cylinder won't be connected to each other. There's a cavity in between. So if I try to draw
Hmm.
it, है ना कुछ ऐसा होगा. I'm just drawing the center part.
Yeah.
इधर से बना हुआ होगा डिप्रेशन ऐसे and उस साइड से निकल रहा होगा. So there are two depressions and the center part there won't be anything. So that means this particular surface of the cylinder, this surface is completely different from this surface. So there's two
Hmm.
here.
Correct.
And that gives you a total of six surfaces. One from the sphere, three from the pyramid, and two from the cone.
Tim cycled from his house to his friend John's house and then to his friend Tim's school without stopping. The average speed of his entire journey was 26 km per hour. The distance from John's house to Tim's house is zero point 0.3 times the distance from Tim's house to John's house. Tim's speed from John's house to Tim's school was twice that of Tim's speed from Tim's house to John's house. What was Tim's average speed from John's house to Tim's school in kilometer per hour?
Right. So way too many words, pretty confusing. But
Yeah,
if you try to write it in a diagram, it will become pretty easy.
yeah.
So there are three destinations. There's the house, Tim's house, TH, John's house, and there's Tim's school. I am gonna skip the average speed for his entire journey for now because that is relevant in the very end. The
Hmm.
distance from John's house to Tim's school
Huh.
is 0.3 times the distance from Tim's house to John's house. So I am gonna assume this distance is D. Alright,
Right.
this is D. So what the question is saying is this distance is zero point 0.3 times of D. Right? Distance from John's house to Tim's school. This distance is zero point 0.3 times the distance from Tim's house to John's house. So if this is D, this is zero point 0.3D.
Huh.
Tim's speed from John's house to Tim's school, John's house to Tim's school, was twice that of Tim's speed from Tim's house to John's house. So let's say the speed of Tim from for this distance was v. Then from John's house to Tim's school, it was 2v,
Hmm.
right? Twice that. So what was Tim's average speed from John's house to Tim's school? So we need to find the value of 2v, right?
Hmm.
Now we know average speed for his entire journey. So what's average speed? Average speed is total distance upon total time.
Yeah.
What's total distance? It's d plus 0.3d. That's 1.3d.
Yes.
And what's the total time? Time taken from Tim's house to John's house plus time taken from John's house to Tim's house. So from Tom's house to John's house, it's distance divided by speed, right? D by v. That's the time taken by just this part. Plus
Hmm.
0.3d divided by 2v. This is the
Right.
total time taken by Tim to go from Tim's house to Tim's school. And this is equal to 26 as given. D से कट गया. So
Correct.
this gives 1.3 divided by 2v plus 0.3v divided by 2v square is equal to 26. So ये देगा इसको मैं यहाँ लेके जा रहा हूँ.
Hmm.
1.3 times 2v square divided by 2.3v gives you 26 and v से एक v कट गया. This is v is equal to 26 times 2.3 divided by 1.3. मैं ये 2 को नीचे नहीं लेके जा रहा हूँ. Why? Because we need the value of 2v itself. We need the value of the
Right.
speed. So 2v is 46.
Yeah,
That is the answer, I think. That is the answer.
absolutely. Yes. Identify the total number of differences in the image shown below.
Okay. I mean, it's differences. Nothing much to do in this.
Yeah.
I'll still mark it out in case. So question number 9, right? There's so what I do is just go one by one. Just keep on checking every single small smidge of detail you can. Right.
Hmm.
So first we check the posture. I even used to check the markings, like the letters, if the shadows, the blues are correct in every
Yeah.
single.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should look out for every single detail you can. So
Correct.
I see one here.
Hmm.
That's one. There's one here.
Correct.
So let's do this entire girl एक साथ. There's one here.
Hmm.
That's three. And now let's go on the floor. This pencil over here.
Hmm.
This cupcake. This is all fine, I think. Even the shape of the band, like check everything you can. Now let's go over to this boy.
Yeah.
There's the tongue, and the other one. There is everything's there. Now on this only this boy,
Huh.
this button over,
Button. Yeah.
and for this girl,
It's the
oh, I think
tie.
that's it. One, two, three.
It's the tie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. And the answer is 9. Correct.
That's right.
Count the number of cats in the given image.
Right. So for this question, just count the number of tails or the
Yeah.
number of ears. Okay. There's no need to count the entire cat. That will confuse you. So I used to go
Hmm.
by the ears. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's five here.
Hmm.
6, 7, 8,
Hmm.
9, 10, 11.
Yeah. Right.
Mark it.
Right. Two trains of equal length having have speeds of 60 and 50 km per hour. When they travel in opposite directions in straight line tracks, they take 9 seconds to completely cross each other. When they travel in the same direction, a person in the faster train sees the slow train for 18 seconds. How much time in seconds would a person in the slow train see the faster train when the trains travel in the same direction?
Right. So I'm going to assume two variables here. L1, which is the length of this train with 60 kilometers per hour speed,
Hmm.
and L2 is the 50 kilometers per hour. So when they travel in opposite directions, that means like this, right? They take 9 seconds to completely cross each other.
Right.
So when they're traveling like this, let's say this is the length of train L1, this is L1, and this is L2, right?
Hmm.
So completely crossing means this is going, right? They're gonna match somewhere like this, right?
Right.
And they're gonna completely cross when they'll be like this,
Yeah.
right? So that means the total distance is L1 plus L2. So okay, to make this easier, so I'm going to use the concept of relative velocity. So what I'm going to
Okay.
do is I'm going to assume that L2 is stationary. Always assume that the slower train is stationary or the slower object, whatever the slower one is. Assume it's stationary. Okay, whatever be the case. Let's say this is 0 kilometers per hour.
Correct.
L1 is going to now, from in this relative perspective, be 110 kilometers per hour speed, right? Let's say you were sitting here. Okay, let's say you were sitting in the driver's seat.
Okay.
You're gonna see the driver in front of you traveling with 110 kilometer per hour speed, not by the speed of 60 or 50. It's pretty intuitive if you think about it for a second. If you're sitting in a car and you're traveling by 60 kilometers per hour, but if
Right.
you look at a passenger who's coming from the other lane, right, from in front of you, they're gonna travel way faster than 60 kilometers per hour.
Right.
Right, so that's the relative velocity concept here. So this is 110 kilometers per hour, and
Hmm.
uh, you are traveling again the entire distance of L2 and also the entire distance of L1 to reach
Hmm.
this particular state, right? So that's L1 plus L2. That's the total distance. So time taken would be L1 plus L2 divided by 110 kilometers per hour,
Hmm.
which is 9 seconds. So I'm going to convert this to meters per second, 5 by 18, right? This is in meters
Right.
per second now. This is 9 seconds. Now, when they travel in the same direction, that is, both are like this now,
Yeah.
a person in the faster train sees the
Hmm.
slower train for 18 seconds. Right, so now they're traveling like this. This is the initial. This is the initial one, L1, L2, and this is the final state.
Hmm.
This is the initial. Yeah. So in again in this case, let's assume L2 to be zero. Right. Now, since you're traveling in the same direction, the speeds are now going to subtract. L1 is now traveling in the speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Again, just think of yourself in a car. You're traveling with 60 kilometers per hour. If the car right below to you, right next to you, is also traveling 60 kilometers per hour, you're gonna see it as stationary.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see it as moving. So speed subtract when you're moving in the same direction. So now you're at
Yeah.
10 kilometers per hour. So now L1 plus L2 divided by 10 into 5 by 18 gives you 18.
Right.
Oh wait, I did
Wait. Wait.
something wrong. I did
Uh,
something wrong. Person in the faster train. Okay, right. What I did wrong. See. So now the train is not entirely crossing each other. Let's assume the person is sitting in the very front of the train,
hmm.
right? He can only see directly outside. So that means when the trains are in this orientation,
Mm-hmm.
right, the person will stop, won't be able to see any more trains. This is the final position we are talking about,
Correct.
right? So our total distance is just L2. It's not L1 plus L2.
Hmm.
This is our initial, uh, and this is the final.
Hmm.
So the
Correct.
L2 is, let's just calculate, L2 is equal to 18 times 10 into 5 by 18, which is 50 meters. And we place this here. So L1 plus 50 is equal to 9 times 110 into 5 by 18, which is 275. So that means L1 is equal to 225. Right? Now the
Hmm.
question is, for how much time would a person in the slower train see the faster train when the trains travel in the same direction?
Hmm.
So it's again the same case. Okay, it's the exact same case again
Right.
as before. So let's assume the person who's sitting here. The person is sitting in the back of the train. यहाँ पे बैठा हुआ है, ठीक है?
Hmm.
This train is gonna travel at the speed of uh, my of 10 kilometers per hour, like this, right? And you are stationary. So that means L1 divided by 10 into 5 by 18.
Hmm.
That is how much time it would take for this entire train to cross this particular point, to reach this particular point, right? That is 225 divided by 10 by 5 into 18. So that would give you 81,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
That's
That's the answer. Yes, 81. The image shows the profile of the blade, which is designed to turn a wooden block, rotating about the axis PQ. Calculate the volume of the turned wooden block between P and Q. Consider the value of pi to be 22 by 7.
right. Pretty straightforward question. So you're just gonna imagine what the shape would be. Okay, so I'm gonna divide this particular blade in two parts, right? Now let's assume there's one rectangular, one cuboidal piece of wood here and one cuboidal piece of wood here. So this piece of wood, when you cut using this blade, it will make a cone, right?
Hmm.
Pretty obvious. I don't think I need to
Correct.
explain that. And the radius is 1 centimeters, and the height is 4 centimeters, right?
Yeah.
We need to find the volume. Volume of a cone is pi r square h by 3, which is 22 by. Okay, we'll do this in the end. It's pi by plus this right here is a hemisphere, right? When you turn a piece of wood through this plate, it will
Yeah.
give you a hemisphere. So, and the volume of a hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube, right? And the value of r here is 2.
Right.
This is 2 centimeters, right? So now I'm just going to take pi common
Mm-hmm.
and let's find the value. So inside it's r1. So r1 is 1 centimeter. So 1 square times height is 4 divided by 3 plus 2 thirds of 2 cube. This is going to give us 22 by 7 times 1 by 3. I'm going to take 1 by 3 also outside.
Uh-huh.
4 plus 16. This gives you 22 into 20 divided by 21, which is 440 divided by 21, this which is 20.9.
Yeah. I
And
think
that is
it-
the answer. Yeah, that
in
is
the
the answer.
range. Yes. Correct. A blue color liquid is used completely to make a star-shaped jelly using the mold shown on the right. What is the value of x in centimeters? Ignore the wall thickness of the mold and consider the value of pi to be 22 by 7.
Right. So people get confused what can be the volume of this particular shape.
Hmm.
So just think about it. It's pretty obvious. So a
Mm-hmm.
volume of a cylinder, that's the area of one face times the height, right? It's pi r square.
Yeah.
That's the area of the circle times height. We're gonna do
Yes.
the exact same thing here. We're gonna find the area of the base and then
Yeah.
multiply it by the height. That's the volume.
Yeah.
Now, how are we going to find the shape of the volume of this? So it's pretty easy actually. You just need to join these particular lines,
Yeah.
and you'll see it forms a hexagon inside, and six equilateral triangles have matching sides on the
Yes.
outside. That
Yeah.
means if you draw the triangles inside too, there are six on the inside and six on the outside. There are 12 triangles of side x,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what's the area of this? Area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 a square. So
Right.
that's 12 times root 3 by 4 x square. So not so x square.
Hmm.
That is the area. And the volume would be area times the height. Height is given as 4 centimeters. That is the
Hmm.
volume. So this is the volume that can be contained within this chart.
Hmm.
Now, what is the amount of volume that's given to us? Now that we're going to find using the cylinder. So the total volume given is the volume of the cylinder, which is pi r square h. So pi r square h is 22 by 7 times r square. R is 6, it's not 12. Need to be sure about that. And
Yeah.
h. We're not going to use the value 6.6. We're going to use the value 3.823. Why? Because then later on we'll be able to cut it
Yeah.
the other side times 3.823. Equalize these two equations.
Hmm.
22 times 36 times 3.823 divided by 7 is equal to 12 root 3 x
X.
square. So root 3 goes from root 3, 12
Yeah.
goes at 3, and that is about it.
Yes.
So 66 times 3.8 divided by 7. That is 250. 3.8 divided by 7. That is 35.8 roughly. Right? And this is very close to 6. You can find the exact value. It would give
Yeah.
you roughly 5.95 or something like that. But you can write 6 as the answer. It's a pretty safe bet.
Right.
And that is the answer. Right, this is the
Correct.
value of x square. That's why I am saying 6. X square is equal to 35.8. So you need to really get the under root of this.
Yeah. 14. Pretty straightforward question.
Yeah. So it's a good thing to learn computer science sometimes. I did study computer science in like my 8th grade, and that somehow helped here. And so
Uh-huh.
this is basically binary coding.
Yes.
What it is so I'll explain how binary coding works. So if you know any random number 11001, let's just take this in the binary code. So in a normal decimal system, right? How we count normally, how we would represent this is give powers. So it's 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, right? One power starting from 0 right to left to each single place, and
Hmm.
then you multiply it. 2 power 0 times 1 plus 2 power 1 times 0 plus 2 power 2 times 0 plus 2 power 3 times 1 plus 2 power 4 times 1. This will give you 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 16, which is 25. Right? So 25 in our decimal system will be written as 11001 in the decimal system. Right? A
Hmm.
similar logic is being used in this particular question. As you can see, 2 power 0 times 1. This is 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. All of which will be multiplied to 0, कट हो जाएगा. ठीक है?
Hmm.
2 power 4 times 1. This is 16 plus 1. That gives you 17.
Right.
Right? For this is 2 power 1 times plus times 1. So that will be 2 power 1 only. Right? 2 power 2 times 1 and 2 power 3 times 1. That's 8 plus 4 plus 2, 14. Similarly, this is 2 power 0 plus 2 power 2 plus 2 power 3. You calculate it, it will give you 13. You can do the rest yourself. Okay.
Hmm.
We're going to do the same here. So this is 2 power 0 times 0, 2 power 1 times 0, then 2 power 2 times 1 plus 2 power 3 times 0 and 2 power 4 times 1. That is 16 plus 4 gives you 20.
20. Yes. Shown below are four sides of a rectangular dice. If three such dice are thrown together, what is the probability of getting total sum of four? Consider the value of the blank side to be zero.
Right. So probability of getting a total sum of 4. Each dice has 4 different probabilities, right?
Right.
So everyone has done till 10th grade maths. उसके अंदर probability chapter में when we used a six-sided die, the total number of outcome was for rolling two die was 6 times 6 is equal to 36, right?
Hmm.
Why? Because there were six possible outcome for each dice.
Yeah.
Now we are throwing three dice, having four possible options, right? So the total number of possible outcomes is 4 times 4 times 4, 64 total outcomes,
Hmm.
right? Now we're gonna have to find the number of ways to get the sum 4, right?
Hmm.
So first way is 0, 1, 3, right? But 0 can be the first number, it can be the second dice, it can be the third dice. So there are a total of 6 ways to arrange 0, 1, 3, right? It's 3 times 2.
Hmm.
I hope that's clear for everyone. If it's not, you should probably go through PNC. Permutation combination is a very important chapter. So 0, 1, 3 was the first way of getting it, and there are 6 ways to get 0, 1, 3 in 3 dice. Next up is 0, 2, 2, right? And 0, 2, 2. So that there's only 3 ways to get this. Why? Because it would be 3 times 2 divided by 2. Right? There are two same options here.
Yeah.
So 3 over here. Then you have no more from 0 because you have exhausted that. So then there's 1, 1, 2. Again, 3 options. 3 ways to get 1, 1, 2.
Hmm.
You also have 130 is done. Never mind. 220 is done. That's it. I don't think there's any other way to get 4.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So there's a total of 12 here. There are 12 total ways of getting 4 divided by 64. That will get you 3 by 16, which is 0.17, no, not 78.
Yeah.
I think that is the
Correct.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.18.
Yeah. How many distinct types of characters appear in the figure given below?
Yeah, so I've explained this question before too, like very similar questions. We're going to use tally marks.
Hmm.
So we go one by one. First symbol haven't appeared before. Second symbol has not appeared before. Three, four, five,
Five.
and two more here. Right, these two have not appeared before either. This figure has appeared. We're not going to count it.
Yeah.
This one has not appeared, so that's 8.
Yeah.
This one is here. This one's here. This one has not appeared before. We're going to take another mark. Hasn't appeared before. Has appeared. This one has
Nope.
not appeared before. This one hasn't appeared before either.
Actually,
And
first one and the third.
this one
Ah,
hasn't
no.
appeared.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. No, it hasn't.
And this hasn't either.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my god. Was this the second tally or the first tally? I
Uh,
started.
yeah. There are two overlapping there.
They're two. They're two, right? They're not
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we were over here. Okay. This one
Yes.
has not appeared before. That's 4.
Yeah.
And this one has not either. That's 5. Has appeared. Has appeared. This was also there. This one is not there.
Yes.
So another mark. This one is not there either. This one is there on the top. This one's here. This one
Hmm.
has not appeared. I think. No, this one is also appeared. यहाँ पे है. This
Yeah.
one's here. This one's here. This one's there. This is the new symbol,
Hmm.
and this is there. This is not appeared before.
Not there. Yeah.
This is there. This is there.
Yes.
There is this there. This is also not there.
Hmm.
ये वाला है. This is also there. This is
Yes.
also there. This is there. This one is also there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
there.
this over here.
Yeah.
Is this the new
It's not
symbol?
there. This is not there.
Yeah, this is the new symbol.
Yeah.
Then this one is there. This one's also there, I think, somewhere. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
there. ये वाला यहाँ पे है. Wait, no, this is the different symbol. अच्छा नहीं.
I think it's there.
ये अच्छा ये वाला हमने count नहीं करा. I counted this as the same symbol over here.
Uh, yeah.
These were two different symbols.
Hmm.
Then we have ये वाला
There.
पे है.
Somewhere. कहाँ पे? अच्छा नहीं. It's slightly different.
नहीं नहीं है ये रहा यहाँ पे है. We have counted it.
है क्या? Yeah. 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 It's there. Yeah.
ये वाला we have not counted, I think.
It's not there.
Yeah, this
ये
is new.
वाला. Yeah. This is new.
And this one
Last one is there.
is where?
Um. Third row.
नहीं ये तो अलग है.
Slightly different है. हाँ. Slightly different है.
I got 24. Is 24 the answer?
Three.
23 is the answer.
Three is the answer. Okay.
Yeah, we got distracted way too much in the middle, I think.
Yeah. But I think this is all tally marks.
Yeah, it's just tally marks. People get
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah. These all tally marks. Objects made out of cardboard are shown in the image below. Count the number of objects shown as open containers in the image.
Pretty easy question. I'll just
Yes.
count it. So there's one, two, three, four, five, then six, seven, eight.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
That's it.
And that is the answer.
Right.
Very easy question.
Yeah.
Followed by the question from my nightmares.
A triangular prism pyramid with equal sides can be flipped on its edges without slipping or sliding as shown on the left. What is the minimum number of flips needed for the pyramid to reach the finishing line if the starting position is as shown on the right?
Okay, so I'm gonna assume the first move, right? It's gonna be something like this,
Yeah.
right? So it's gonna be over here,
Yeah.
and it's basically not gonna move any vertical distance. There's not gonna be any sort of vertical distance over here, right?
Correct.
But the next move, it's gonna flip like this,
Yeah.
and that's gonna add up the altitude. So now we're gonna find the value of the altitude. Right? So that this is
Hmm.
30, so this will be 15, this side would be 30. So again, use Pythagoras theorem, t
Hmm.
square minus 15 squares whole root
Hmm.
gives you 900 minus 225 whole root is equal to root 675. And it's a good practice to get an approximate value of this. So let's just find the actual value. It's gonna be 5 here. Yeah, it's gonna be 5, 225 around 50, around 25.8 or 9, 25.9, give or
Hmm.
take. Right. So we need 25.9. So that's around 26 centimeters. That means in 5 turns, like 5 turns like this, it is gonna reach somewhere around here. Right? 5 2 flips. Okay, I should make it more clear. So
Hmm.
first flip, there's no vertical movement. Second
Hmm.
flip, you get to move. This was already 26.5.
Yeah.
You get to move another 26.5. Sorry, 25.9.
9. Yeah.
25.9 centimeters above, right? Every 2 flips. So
Hmm.
then 2 flips more, you're gonna get more 25.9 centimeters,
Right.
right? So this is gonna go on for 1 2 3 5 times. Why? Because 25.9 times 5 is gonna be somewhere around 129.5.
Hmm.
ठीक है, तो यानी कि समवेयर अराउंड है, फिनिश लाइन से थोड़ा सा पहले आके हमारा ऐसा आ जाएगा. दैट मीन्स
Hmm.
द नेक्स्ट 2 flips
Huh.
are going to get us across,
Yeah.
right? So that means uh, we are moving a total of. Acha, wait. So what did I do wrong here? We had already moved 25.9 centimeters. यहाँ पे.
Hmm.
So that means our actual distance was uh, 135 minus 25.9.
Yeah. Correct.
Right? So that means we only needed to take, instead of 5 flips, only 4 flips. चार, क्योंकि एक flip हमारे लिए basically हो रखा है.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be something like 2 3, ये यहाँ पे 4 पे पहुंच गए इस जगह पे. And then the next 2 flips are going to take you across. So you're taking a total of 5 double flips,
Hmm.
which gives you 10 flips.
10. Shown in the top row are four pieces of the same parts. Which of the options is or are made using all four pieces?
Okay, so just draw lines. You'll be able to see most of them.
Yeah,
And for A, option A, this is the triangle here, the cubes here, the parallelograms here, and this other triangle is over here. So
yeah.
this triangle is this one, and ye wala is piche.
Hmm.
Okay, it's correct.
True.
Then in B, uh, this triangle is pretty obvious. It's here. The cubes behind on here, over here. Here's the parallelogram or the parallelogram like shape, and this is the other triangle. So B is also correct.
Hmm.
Uh, D is obviously wrong because this shape you can't really divide
Yeah,
in a way ki you can get this. No two shapes will form a angle like this. So D is
yeah.
wrong. Option C. People get confused in option C. Let's try to find it. I think it's something like this. It's the square here. The It's a zoomed out version of it, so you're gonna have to make it smaller than the rest. ये रहा मिल गया.
Hmm.
So this is a more zoomed out version. They were very evil with this particular option,
Hmm.
and it's more zoomed out than the other options.
Right. A printer wishes to print four colors crimson, pink, brown, and indigo using CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and key black inks. The printer uses CMYK combinations shown below in percentage of each ink to produce the colors on the right. Which combinations will result in the correct colors?
Right. So for CMYK, I am more comfortable with RGB. Right. So I'll tell you a trick to convert CMYK to RGB. So you say RGB and then you say CMY, right? So
Hmm.
R, opposite to R it's R, opposite to G it's M, and
Hmm.
opposite to B it's Y.
Right.
So it's either C or it's R. ठीक है, like मान लो यहाँ पे सेंटर में कलर है, right? So these are on the opposite sides of the color wheel. This is your color wheel now.
Hmm.
तो जितना कम C होगा, इस वजह जितना कम C है, this means the more red the shade is,
Hmm.
है ना? And जितना
Hmm.
ज्यादा M का वैल्यू होगा, उतना उसका मतलब है उतना कम ग्रीन है,
Hmm.
right? So all of these colors is basically like इस वाले एरिया में कहीं पे घुमा रहा है ये,
हाँ.
ठीक है? And it has some amount of yellow and बहुत ही थोड़ा सा amount of, so see M and Y are on the opposite sides, right? So since it's more M than Y, it means ये red थोड़ा magenta की तरफ जाएगा. It's not exactly red, it's थोड़ा सा towards magenta, and crimson is red with a
Hmm.
slight bit of pink.
Right.
So that is red towards magenta. So A is correct. Now let's see. C is zero. Again, it's towards the red shade. M is
Hmm.
very low. So that means ये green का shade ज़्यादा होगा rather than red का shade. तो यानी ये somewhere around yellow के तरफ आ जाएगा. यहाँ पे आ जाएगा कलर भी होगा.
हाँ.
है ना? ये गलत हो गया. It's not pink.
Hmm.
Brown. So this you can just cut off because brown is a very dark shade and K का value is very slow.
Right.
Right? You need a high value of K to get brown. K is black key. Then option D. C is 50. That means it's completely in center. There's no red. Absolutely no red. Okay. Then M. M is 90%. So this is somewhere over here. And Y is 0. That means full blue with a bit of M. Somewhere around here. Gives you indigo.
Yeah.
Right? So
Right.
answers A and D.
Yeah. Okay. Which of the statements are true or is true? Jharkhand has the highest number of
Okay.
sports
So very
pers.
straightforward question.
Sorry. Yeah, very straightforward.
Very straightforward. Jharkhand has the highest number of sports persons, but its percentage of women representation is not the highest. Highest
Hmm.
number of sports person. So it's already given the number of sports person. Jharkhand is the highest, so that part is correct. And this is percentage of women representation. You literally don't have to do anything. You just have to compare graphs. But its
Right.
percentage of women representation is not the highest. So Jharkhand ka women representation is not the highest. There are other states with higher representation. So A is correct. B. Of all northeastern states, Nagaland produces the highest number of sports persons. So northeastern states, there's 28 here, Assam 226 here, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal, Jammu, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh. Manipur is at 358.
Right.
Mizoram is 53. Nagaland is 34. Okay, so Nagaland is of course not the highest. So option B is wrong. Option C, Jammu and Kashmir has low number of sports persons but high women's representation. So Jammu and Kashmir, J&K has only 73. Okay, that is low. And the women representation is pretty high. It's 59.
Yeah.
It's higher than most of the states.
Yeah.
C is correct. D. Even though, is it correct?
No,
Should
it says has low number of sports persons but high women's representation. Okay. Can you go back to the graphs once?
Oh wait, this is 10.9. I'm so sorry. I read the
Yeah.
Himachal.
Wait.
ठीक है, C is wrong.
C is
10.9
wrong.
is wrong.
Yeah.
Even though Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh same number of sports persons, Uttar Pradesh faces higher women representation as compared to Tamil Nadu. So UP is at 405 and Tamil Nadu is at also 405. That's correct. UP का women representation 43, इसका is 30. Right. So option D is
Hmm.
correct.
Yeah. So A and D. Yes. The figure
Yes.
below shows four mechanisms made using links and hinges. If circles represent hinges, which of the options will allow relative motions between the links?
Okay. So these questions, you can what you can do is just look at different hinges. एक एक करके hinge को देखो. So in option A, uh, you can easily move this particular area to the left, थोड़ा सा, right?
Hmm.
And ये क्योंकि this it's not at its maximum stretch, right? These particular joints can go completely straight.
Yeah.
So you can make it something like this, ऐसा, है ना? ये वाला यहाँ पे पहुंच गया, ये वाला यहाँ पे पहुंच गया. So that means it does allow for relative motion. A is correct. Option B. This part is obviously movable. You can
Yeah.
push it up and down like this. B is correct. Option C. None of these pieces are movable. This is completely joined. These are joined. If you try to move this part will come up because these two are joined by a straight line.
Hmm.
C is wrong. Option D. Again, you can have relative motion on these hinges like this.
Hmm.
You can make them go up and down.
Right.
Answers A, B, and D. Easy question.
Yes, it is. Shown on the left is a sheet of stickers. Identify the options in which monkeys of the same species are sitting together.
Right. So it's pretty obvious. These three are in the same species.
Yeah.
These two, this and okay, there are only two types of species, and the rest five are the same species.
Hmm.
Right. So we're gonna start with this guy. So he's in this one,
Hmm.
and we're gonna look at the tails again. The
Yeah.
tails. This one is with this guy, and ठीक है. So इस वाले में ये तीन साथ में हैं. A can be the option.
Hmm.
ऑप्शन बी में जो बड़ा वाला जो है इसके साथ चार बंदर और है तो बी इज रॉन्ग.
Hmm.
There can only be two other monkeys. This
Yeah.
one is the same as A, so C can also be the option. D again can't be the option because this guy has way too many monkeys with him.
Yeah.
Okay,
A and C.
so it's I A and C, and yeah, it's A and C of course.
Yes.
There's no need to check the rest.
Yeah. Different views of the cross section of a fish toy are shown here. The points P and Q are connected in such a way that the fishtail waves. The gray color gear and the green color part are joined together. The rod is free to move depending on how it is connected to the green part. Which of the options will work to wave the tail?
Right. So this question I don't really like. It's like I never really understood this question properly. So to move the fish, you want a motion like this, right?
Hmm.
You want it to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So हमें ऐसा कुछ तरीका निकालना है कि जो ये जो wheel है, which is moving
Hmm.
like this, gives a motion something like this,
Yeah.
right? So how do I show it? Um, okay. So if you see when this particular thing moves, तो ये यहाँ से connected है, right? So it's gonna go आगे
Right.
ऐसे जाएगा तो ये something like this ऐसा motion होगा,
Correct.
right? And it's gonna push like this,
Hmm.
and that motion like somehow is like hitting here यहाँ पे,
Hmm.
ठीक है, which is giving it this particular wave motion. I am not sure if I'm able to explain this question correctly, right?
Mhm.
I never understood it properly myself, but it is what it is. And in option B, if you see, a similar movement can also be seen. So if you take this आगे, ये भी साथ साथ आगे आएगा,
Hmm.
आगे पीछे, and it won't let any motion like this. So this would be pretty efficient. Same
Right.
goes for C. C में तो सिर्फ ऐसा ही motion होगा because of this. ये
Yeah.
जो है ना, this won't let
Yeah.
any sort of motion in this direction happen.
Right.
The C is probably the most efficient one. And in option D, since these are straight pieces, so ये वाला part ऊपर नीचे करेगा, ये यहीं पे खड़ा रहेगा. This
Yeah.
part will be stationary. It won't move at all, or
Correct.
very little. It will move very little. Option D is wrong, and the answer is ABC.
Correct. Yeah. ABC. 25. A tourist is shooting photographs of an ancient building from four locations A, B, C, D, marked by X. The tourist is using only one camera without changing its magnification. Identify the locations in the floor plan which will result in the given photograph.
Right. So you need one, two, three, four, five pillars in front of you. Right. Exactly
Yeah.
five. At A, one, two, three, four, five. That is possible. B, one, two, three, four, five is possible. Option C only has four in front of it. C is wrong.
Hmm.
Option D has also one, two, three, four, five. Okay, so it's either A, it's one of A, B, and D, or multiple of A, B, and D. So how do we cross check if they're correct or not? We see कि ये जो pillars हैं, this is ये वाला जो pillar है, this is next to the second last pillar. If you see it properly,
Hmm.
है ना, ये line देखो,
True, true, true.
second last pillar के बगल में. B में second last pillar के left side में
Hmm.
कोई pillar नहीं है, right?
There's
But
no
there is a
yeah.
pillar on this side. So B is also wrong.
Hmm.
A on the other hand does have them. D also
Right,
has them. So the
right,
answer is A and D.
right. AMD. Correct. Okay. 26. The options show four ways of attempting to write the word universe in a mix of lowercase and uppercase letters. Which of the options is or are correctly read as universe?
Right. So this one you can see the N and I are connected. A is wrong. In option B, it's U N
Correct.
I V E R S E. All the letters are clear. Option B is correct. Option C stumps people, but it's stretched vertically.
Stretched. Yeah, stretched.
So just push it from the right. It's U N, you see I V ERSE. C is also correct. Option D is also correct. It's option A only, but this is all not connected.
Yeah, one way to do this is also squint and see, so that it's a little easier to understand.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Which other options is or are from the same font family, that is the weight or width variations of the words given below?
Right.
Hmm.
So it's talking about the same font family and not the font itself. So that means anything that's somewhat similar generally goes.
Goes, yeah.
Yeah. The first thing I see is this G, right? So
Hmm.
if you see, letters do not have like such a ending anywhere,
Hmm.
right? Like this is curving upwards. All
Yeah.
of these letters, they are going straight, you know,
Yes.
this type. So any C is definitely wrong.
Yeah. Hmm.
So we don't have C. Then let's see A, B, and D. So in A is, I mean, like it's I think this exact same font, just bold. So one good way to see it is there's like this very sharp cut in the purse, and even in the ksha, there's like a very
Hmm.
sharp edges, and the dough also has them, and the this part of fur is
Hmm.
very same to this part of fur, basically
Yeah.
the same, right? So
Yeah.
this is the same font, just a bolder version.
Hmm.
Then for option B, if you see, so the this part of this edge is slanted. I'll zoom it in. It's
Yeah.
slanted, just like the curse
Yeah.
edge, right?
Yeah.
So that means this is probably also the same font,
Hmm.
right? Oh, there's one more difference I just saw. So if you see these letters, the upar wala danda is slightly tilted, very
Yeah.
slightly,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? But in C, it's exactly straight. So if anyone was confused about C, this should be pretty obvious.
Yes.
Another difference I just noticed.
Yes.
A, B, and D, all three have like a very slight curve to them or like slight
Yeah.
edge to them, so they could be an option. So we have done B.
Yes.
Then last is D. Uh, so D is a bit confusing, I'd say. So this is basically the same font, but it's been squashed a little. So it's called a light font, right? Or the
Yeah.
kerning is a little different than what it was in the other one, but
Hmm.
it is the same font as you can see. The shape, it is the
Hmm.
same height, right? So this particular edge has just been moved up like this.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I'll try to draw it like this,
Correct.
and that would give you a very similar shape to this, very similar curve. And co is also the same, right? So goes with the low.
Yeah. Also the gap.
Yeah, the gaps there too. Low curve, this top shape is very similar, just squashed.
Yes. Yes.
So the answer is A, B, and D.
A, B, and D. Yes. A, B, and D. Correct. Which of the pieces could be used four times individually to form a square? The pieces can be rotated and flipped but should not overlap.
Right. So pretty easy question. So option A,
Yes.
you make it like this,
Hmm.
right? Then option B. Um. So for option B, do I see a way to fit in option B? Yeah. See, just do something like this. I think this is
Yeah.
piece one. Then you get piece two, and you also get piece three and four like this.
Right.
Something like this. Then option C. Option C. you cannot fit because this edge, there is no side to match this edge,
Uh-huh.
है ना. तो ये वाला शेप अगर मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे बनाऊंगा ना, तो ये somewhat like this, will come somewhat like this,
Hmm.
and there is no shape that can fit a triangular edge,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
So that's why C is not an option.
Correct.
And option D is, I guess, the most obvious one. Something like this.
Hmm.
Uh, oh, I messed that up, didn't I?
Yeah, thoda sa, I think.
थोड़ा सा हो गया.
Hmm. It should be three.
I don't know. Something like this is to like basically ये वाला घूम के यहाँ पे आएगा, फिर घूम के it's like 90
Yeah.
degrees four times.
Yeah.
ऐसे then say I don't know. Yeah, but you get the point.
Hmm. This is pure. I mean,
Just visualization. Can't really
yeah.
do much about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like this, somewhat like this.
Hmm.
Not able to draw it properly with my stylus right now.
Yeah. Shown below is the coconut broken into two pieces. Identify the correct representations of the coconut.
Okay. So if you've seen a coconut before, you should probably be able to answer this. So these
Hmm.
holes, it's basically a part of the stalk only. So the stalk has this three dandas niche, aisa,
Right.
which make these
Yes.
holes.
Yes.
So if you see the hole, then you can't just stalk. If you can see the stalk, you cannot see the holes.
Right.
Right? So A is correct. Option B is wrong,
Hmm.
right? Because there's a stalk on only one side. It can't be on
Yeah.
both the sides.
Yeah.
It's connected something like this from the branch.
Yeah.
Right? So option C is also correct because there's only holes, and option D is wrong because you can see holes on both sides.
Yes. 30. Shown below is an image of solid rings of black and white patterns. A ring going inside another ring is called a link. Which of the statements is or are true? Okay,
Right.
A, B, C, D. All
So
rings.
if you read
Yeah.
all the four options, it's basically about links only, right?
Mm,
So let's just see, and the number of links of each ring. So let's just do that together.
mm,
So this particular ring, if you see, it's linked to the second one, right? This one.
mm.
So as you can see, the white part is above of the first ring. That means, and here the white part, here the black part is below second ring. So this is the link. So there's
Let's
one link,
number. Yeah.
right? So I'll number it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one, two, ring three, four, five, six, and seven.
Yeah.
Right. So one is linked to two,
Mm.
right? Two is linked to one, and it's also linked to three.
3. Yes.
Three is linked to two, and it is not
7.
linked to four. As you can see, both of the parts are on top. So it's
Yes.
not linked to four, but it is linked to seven.
Yeah.
Then four is linked to just seven and five.
5.
Four is linked to seven. Yeah, four is also linked to seven.
Yes.
Five is linked to four and also
6.
six,
Yes.
and seven is linked to three and four.
Mm.
So all rings are linked to form one continuous chain. That is true because one, two, three, seven, four, five, six.
Yeah.
That's a continuous chain. So A is correct. One ring does not have any link. That's wrong. Each ring has a link.
Yeah.
One ring has three links. That's also wrong. Two
Mm.
rings have only one link. That's correct because six also has only one link.
Yeah.
One and
Yeah.
six have only one link.
One link.
Answers
So
A and D.
A
Yeah,
and D.
D, A and
Yes.
D. That's correct.
Okay. The option shows different configurations of refill bottles of mosquito repellent for an atypical socket shown on the left. After fitting, the red mark on the refill bottle must align with the red mark on the machine. Which of the options will allow all of the liquid to be consumed?
Right. So as you can see, this socket is diagonal, right? तो यानी कि ये जो बॉटल होगी somewhat like this, ऐसे ऐसे फेस कर रहा होगा, and it will be tilted by 25 degrees. So that means let's take option A for an example. So instead of a water level, instead of this being like this, the level would be something like this, right? And this would be angle. This angle would be 25 degrees.
Hmm.
You know.
Okay.
So that means we need to make a bottle that will consume all of the thing at 25-degree angle.
Yeah.
So it's pretty obvious. Option A, when you tilt it by 25 degrees, all of the water will. Why am I saying water? All of the liquid will be
Liquid.
on, yeah, on like a corner like this, right?
uh,
So the water on this area won't be consumed. I'm saying water again.
right.
Anyways, so option is wrong.
Yeah.
Option B. So this is already 30 degrees. So that means if you tilt it by 25 degrees, this 30 degrees will become 5 degrees,
Yeah.
right, from the ground level. That means all of the liquid will still rush down to the center because there is still some tilt.
Huh.
And so all of the liquid will collect in this area only even after the tilt.
Hmm.
So option B is correct.
Yeah.
Then there's C. C has the exact same thing as
Yeah.
B,
Yeah.
not much difference. So C is also correct.
Yeah.
Option D. Right now it's like this. Once you put it inside. अच्छा ठीक है. So let's try to imagine this. So ये जब, as you can see, the red line has to match, right? So
Yeah.
that means this bottle will be somewhat like this.
Yeah. Again in a
This is how
favorable
the what?
position.
Yeah. So when it tilts, it's just gonna reduce this particular angle to 5, and the liquid will still roll down here.
Yeah.
The answer is D. So answers B, C, and D.
Right. 32. With reference to the image given below, which of the statements is false or are false?
So option A. Ramps are a good solution for standard wheelchair users to access any building with entry above ground level. Okay, so that is correct, right? So that is not an answer then. We have to circle all the false ones. Right, so
Hmm.
this is correct. Option B. Height along with the length of a ramp will determine whether standard wheelchair users can use it without assistance, right? So if it is too steep, so steepness
Hmm.
is determined by the length and the height, right? Trigonometry.
Yeah.
If it's too steep, people won't be able to use it without assistance. So B is also correct.
Hmm.
C. People on standard wheelchair will need assistance to go up and down shorter length ramps irrespective of its height. That is wrong,
Wrong.
because
Yeah.
what if the ramp is very very small like
Hmm.
this, right? They can't use it.
Yeah.
Option C is wrong. Option D. A shorter length of ramp is convenient for standard wheelchair users without assistance if the height of the ramp is high. That is wrong. A
Yeah.
shorter length means it's gonna be very steep for a height. You need it to be longer to make it less steep. So the
Yeah.
answers C and D.
Correct. Which of the options the dustbin will lids will open?
You're right. So let's just go one by one again.
Okay.
So we're putting the force here. So this goes down. These dots represent hinges,
Yeah.
right? So if this is hinge, that means this goes down, this will go up. This part will
Yeah.
go up. That means this particular thing will also go up. Now, since this is a
Yeah.
hinge, that
Yeah.
means this part will want to go down. So option A is wrong. You want it to open instead of close.
Yeah.
In option B, you put this down, again, it's a hinge, this part goes up. This part goes
Yeah.
up, this particular central part wants to go up. Now the
Yeah.
hinge is over on the left side. That means if this part wants to go up, this part will also want to go up.
Go up. Yes.
Option B is correct.
Yeah.
Option C, you push this down, this white part will go up, there's a hinge here. If this goes up, this part will go down.
Go down.
This
Yeah.
part will also go down. This is a hinge, so that means this part will go up.
Go up. Yeah.
Option C is also correct. Then option D, push here, there's a hinge here, this will go up. Now this means this part will also want to go up, and this will go down. Option D is wrong. So the answers B and C.
Right. Yes. Absolutely.
Easy questions.
Yeah. These are easy questions. 34. On 16th July 2022, Parvati brought four new pairs of socks A, B, C, and D to train herself for marathon race on Gandhi Jayanti. She started her training next day wearing the new socks. She trained every day, including the day of the marathon, wearing the socks one pair every day. In the following sequence, C, A, B, and D. Unfortunately, she could not train from 3rd to 22nd September 22 as she was unwell. She resumed her training on 23rd wearing a pair A socks and continued with the same sequence till the event day. Identify the pair of socks that Parati wore the maximum during her entire training period.
All right. So, um, she starts on 17th July, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because she started training next day of
Next day.
16th,
Yeah.
and she stops the first time on 2nd September.
Hmm.
Okay, she does not enter 3rd to 22nd. So let's count how many days these are. So
Hmm.
17th July to 31st July,
Yeah.
right? That is a total of 15 days,
Yeah.
right? 31 minus 17 plus 1, because you want to count 17 too.
Mm-hmm.
15 days. Plus
Mm-hmm.
in August, there's a total of 31 days again. Then 2 days of September, 1st and 2nd, gives you a total of 48,
Right.
right? Now, she's wearing four socks in this sequence, right? So that
Yeah.
means um, every 4 days
It is repeating. Yes.
it's repeating, right? So if the number of days is a multiple of 4, that means each sock has been worn in equal number of times,
Yeah.
right? So each sock has been worn 12 times till now.
12
40 divided
times.
by 4
Yes. Yes.
till 2nd September,
Yeah.
right? And then so that means this initial part of the question was completely useless, right? It does
Correct.
not really affect the final answer.
Correct.
So 22nd September, so she's not doing anything 22nd. Now we are resuming on 23rd,
Right.
and she's starting with A. So instead of counting again, we can just write it out. Not a lot of days: 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1 and 2, because it's on Gandhi Jayanti. Marathon is on Gandhi Jayanti.
Yes.
So she starts with A, then there's B,
Mm.
D, then C, A, B, D, and C, A, B.
Right.
Identify the pair of socks that Parvati wore the maximum during her training period. So after these 12 times, she wore A one, two, three times. She wore B one, two, three times. She wore D twice, and she wore C twice. So the
Yeah.
answer is going to be A and B, because she wore A
A.
and B three times.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. A and B. Correct. 35. The rectilinear hollow box shown on the left is cut along the plane 1 and plane 2. Which of the options show correct unfolded pieces?
Right. So we're talking about unfolded pieces. So these, like it's basically a net only, right?
Hmm.
So if you see, this particular part is visible over here, right? This particular part I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
This is over here, right? But that means the top part has to be something like this, right, to match up
Hmm.
on the top. That means A is
Correct.
wrong. The triangle is on the opposite side. Option B is what I was talking about. So option B is correct. Then option C, you see it. So there are two triangles there. You know, so that means it's not the bottom wala part because the bottom, or no, it can be the bottom part too. My bad. Uh, if it is the bottom part, there's going to be something like this on the bottom, right? So if you open it, it's gonna be something like this. If I
Hmm.
open this bottom part over here, this is the shape you get. And if you just rotate this, you get C, right?
Right. Right.
And option D is basically this part only, but it's flipped. So like it's option A, just like option A. One of the pieces is flipped. So option B is answer.
Yeah. So it's B and C.
Yeah.
35. Yeah. Correct. 36. Shown below are tables of a new design. Which tables will not tilt if given a small perturbation in any direction?
Right. What we're gonna do is so there are four directions, right? Four
Hmm.
cardinal directions. These are what we're gonna see. If you push table A in this direction, right, like this,
Hmm.
so that means this particular part will want to come up, but it won't be able to come up because there's this rod supporting it,
Hmm.
you know,
True.
and this
True.
rod is not gonna move ऐसे. Right? People think कि ये ऐसे ऐसे टेढ़ा हो जाएगा. No, the force is
Huh.
completely in the perpendicular direction.
Yeah.
है ना, तो ये ऐसे move नहीं कर सकता है ये.
Right.
Right? लेकिन if I put a force on this side like this, there's nothing on this side, or there's nothing that's stopping this rod to tilt along with it, right? Let me raise and explain it properly. If I push it here, this particular part, right, will tilt like this,
Yeah.
right? So that means the rod is now gonna become like this,
Yeah.
and there's nothing in the bottom to stopping this particular direction, so it's gonna topple.
Hmm.
That means option A is wrong.
Hmm.
It will tilt. Option B on the other hand, similarly, या ये तो सेम ही है, ये वाला पार्ट तो है यहाँ पे, so ये आप मारोगे, it's not gonna tilt. But this
Hmm.
time, when you give a force on this side or on this side, when the if the table tilts like this, since there's this small particular this small part, right, it's not
Yeah.
gonna tilt.
Yeah.
It's gonna give it support,
Yeah.
right? But uh, when you give it a force on this side, there's no support on the other side,
Hmm.
है
So
ना?
it will tilt.
हाँ एक सेकंड, हाँ जब जब इस साइड फोर्स मारोगे ना तब उस टाइम पे, क्योंकि ये जब ऐसे फोर्स मारोगे तो दिस विल टॉपल लाइक दिस. मैंने उल्टा बोल दिया स्टार्टिंग में.
Hmm.
जब आपने यहाँ पे फोर्स मारा, since
Hmm.
there's nothing to support over here ना, this
Hmm.
thing will topple.
Yeah.
So B will also not give support in all direction. Option C, यहाँ पे force मारोगे, this will stop it.
Yeah.
If you put a force here, this particular part will stop it, and if you
Yeah.
put a force here, this particular part will stop it. Option C is fine.
Hmm.
Same for option D, right? So people think that in option D, if you put a force here, it will topple. No, that's not the case, because to topple like this, right? The entire rod also has to topple in this direction, which is just
Yeah.
not likely.
Not gonna
It just
happen.
cannot
Yeah.
happen. The center
Yeah.
of mass is going to be somewhere around here, so it's impossible for it to fall on the other side. So the answer is C and D.
Yeah. C and D. Correct.
MCQs.
MCQs. 37. Imagine that you're traveling in a passenger train with 22 coaches, depicted by the curved black lines in the options. You are sitting on a window seat in the 19th coach, seat position marked as P. At a given instant of time, when the train is heading northwards, select the option which will allow you to see the engine at the front clearly through the window of your seat.
Right. So certain is we are going towards the north. That means the engines are over here.
Yeah,
We want to see these dots from our train. And we're
yeah,
sitting on the right side of the train.
yeah.
So in option A, right side, we see this. A is wrong. Option B, right side, we are able to see the front of the train, but not the engine. It will be blocked by this part of the train.
Hmm.
Basically, see if you're able to make a line, straight line, and nothing
Yeah.
else is intersecting. Right. In option C, you can create a straight line from the
Yes.
right side of P. Option C is correct. Option
Yeah.
D, again, right side where there's nothing.
Yeah.
So answer is C.
Which of the molds shown on the right can be used to make the cake shown on the left?
Okay, so the I'll give you a trick for these type of questions. Compare the options,
Yeah.
right? So in option, if you see, oh wait, in this one I don't think comparing options will work. The comparing options won't work. We'll go one by one.
या इसमें
You
शायद
can't compare options
हाँ
in this.
इसमें नहीं होगा हाँ
So इसके अंदर if you want to create a mold like this, तो यानी कि इसको बिल्कुल आपने flip करा है उल्टा, है ना? और इसके
हम्म
अंदर डाला है. So the smaller circle is okay. It's matching up with this part is matching up, right?
हम्म
But what's wrong is कि this shape is not parallel यहाँ पे
हम्म
to these, है ना? These are not
या
exactly parallel.
या
यानी और यहाँ पे these are parallel. These diameters are parallel.
हम्म
So A is wrong.
करेक्ट
Then for option C, as you can see, ये तो उल्टा बनाया हुआ है. So like अच्छा, oh wait, option A
ओरिएंटेशन
तो गलत ही था because this was on the wrong side.
या
When you flip it over, the lamba wala cone will come on the right.
या
So it has to be like this only,
या
right? So option A is anyways wrong. Option C में this is on the right side, ठीक है? लेकिन इसका direction is wrong. As you can
या
see, it is facing the cones.
या
यहाँ पे it's facing on the to the side. Option D में again same thing as A, the cones are
या
flipped,
ओरिएंटेशन यस
right? So the answer is obviously option B. And again you can see these are not parallel exactly. हो जाएगा.
यस करेक्ट which of the options shown on the right when folded at the lines will resemble the paper shown on the left origami
Yes, this is origami,
yeah
and the best way to see it and this is option. इसमें you can compare options. Okay,
hmm.
so option A and C में बहुत clear difference है. ये वाला extra line है ना? And these parts. So what are they exactly corresponding to? Let's try to find this shape.
So do you usually draw the unfolded version of this type of questions?
Yeah, I generally do. So it's what is gonna be if I unfold this, it's gonna be something like this, right? So
Hmm.
I go step by step,
Hmm.
right? There's gonna be so I unfolded the first part. So there's gonna be a line
Hmm.
like this, and then there's gonna be a okay, I'll draw folded lines differently. There's gonna be a line over here,
Right.
and this there's gonna be this huge folded part like this.
Exactly.
And then second step, let's open this. There was a fold over here, and there's gonna be a fold over here, right? Like this. अब इसको खोलेंगे. Then you're gonna get something like this, right? And this fold.
Yes.
कैसे आएगा ये exactly fold? ये वाला तो ऐसे ही रहेगा ये वाला, but ये वाला fold will be something like this. Anyways, what I was doing pehle, so I generally used to open this. Right now I think I'm not in the correct brain power. We can do this via option elimination.
Right.
So to get a fold ye wala, right, there has to be a singular piece going in, right? This has to fold in somehow, right? But if you're able to imagine this properly, it's a complete square, and there are no exactly triangular pieces that are folding inside.
Yeah.
है ना? तो ऑप्शन सी तो वैसे भी गलत है because of this
Correct.
line. अब A, B and D में there are very minute differences. क्या difference है exactly? So इसके अंदर तो it's this, the deepness, right, in A and B. So
Hmm.
which one is going to be correct? So how are you going to get this deepness? You'll get this when ये I think इस वाले से ही आएगा, इस वाले फोल्ड से ही.
Hmm. Yeah. That's the last fold. Yes.
हाँ, I think this is the last fold only. ये वाला fold ही है
Yes.
ये.
Yeah.
ठीक है, ये इसी से आएगा ये वाला particular part. And इस वाले को तुम देखोगे तो ये something like this, right? It's a pretty deep fold.
Yeah.
इसीलिए B गलत होगा. And A and D में, oh my god, this is so evil. I forgot this question existed. ये इतना सा है and ये ऐसा है.
Right.
This part corresponds to this particular piece,
Hmm.
right? So you're supposed to compare it with this particular piece, and as you can see, ये वाला जो है, this is not lining up to this edge,
Hmm.
है ना? यानी कि और ये वाला is very similar to that edge.
Yeah.
इसलिए it's A.
Correct.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not very happy with this question.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think these are the questions that consume a lot of time in the exam.
Yeah, these consumer times, so you're supposed to skip this question in the beginning, come back
Yeah.
to it if you have time in the end.
Yeah.
I have realized it in these papers. You have enough time to solve every question. It's not like you're supposed to leave out any question unless a question is specifically designed to take out 15-20 minutes. There are some
Yeah.
questions like that in the previous years,
Hmm.
but mostly you will be able to solve all the question or like spend enough time on each question.
Yep. All right. Question number 40. The faces of a solved Rubik's cube are shown in the figure A. Figure. A 90-degree clockwise turn of a face T is denoted as T plus, and 90-degree anticlockwise rotation is denoted as T minus. What is the result of the operation T plus, D plus, R minus, L minus?
All
All
right.
operations are done looking directly at the face.
So first doing T plus, that means from the top and then rotating clockwise like this. Right, so green's gonna come over here. So let's just focus on one color first, okay?
Right,
We're just
okay.
gonna focus on one color. So green K, three dots are going to come here. and these the rest are going to stay here. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद D plus, D is down, and if you so इसके अंदर, right, so blue is opposite to green, right?
D plus. Yeah.
Blue is opposite to green. So D plus, when you look at D and then you rotate it clockwise like this, right?
Right.
So यानी कि नीचे के जो तीन dots हैं, they are going to come over here. हाँ, they were opposite ना on that side, so यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे like this, these three. Then R minus. So we're looking at R and then rotating them anti-clockwise like this.
Hmm.
Then ये वाला जो green वाला dot था, this is now over here on down, right? And
Yes.
ये तो यहाँ पे थे ही नहीं, चलो ये वाले जो तीन थे, these three are going to be straight, right? So there's gonna be a straight green line.
Yeah.
Then the last one is L minus. L is over here, right? So you're looking at L, anti-clockwise is like this, right? It's like this. So that means ये वाला जो green है यहाँ पे पहुँच जाएगा, है ना? And this green is gonna stay over here. So from this you can cut off A, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक dot बचा हुआ है, ये वाला green वहाँ पहुँच गया, right? So option A is wrong क्योंकि यहाँ पे green है, यहाँ पे नहीं है. Option B
Yeah.
is wrong क्योंकि there is a green over here too,
Yeah.
right? Option C can be an answer. Option D can be an answer.
Yeah.
But in option D, you see there's a green over here too, and there's just no way we get a green here because we never rotated that. We never rotated the back face to get green on the top,
Okay.
right? So D is also wrong because of this particular block. So the
Yeah.
answer is C.
C. Right. I think this will be very easy for people who play with the Rubik's cube.
Yeah, if you play with, I did not, so that's why it took me this long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, if you do play with Rubik's cube, it's one way pretty easy.
Yeah. 41 shown on the left are all the 6 faces of a cube. Which option can be folded into this cube?
All right. So for 41, let's just look at these particular faces first, right? Because they are very distinctive.
Yeah.
There are only two faces with the slanted edge. So on this one, it's over here. If you
Hmm.
join these, they're gonna be slanted like this. अच्छा, तो ये वाला part है नहीं, यहाँ पे आ रहा है like this, right? That means the top face should come over here, right? It's gonna join on this particular corner.
Hmm.
I'm talking about this face.
Yeah.
This particular corner is going to be this corner. Yeah, I hope people will be able to imagine that. So that
Yeah.
means the top face is now going to be this particular one, and
Hmm.
if you try to imagine that, like when you try to fold that in, you will see it's gonna line up like this. I think. I don't think it's lining up like this. Is it?
Hmm. Nine.
नहीं, हाँ ऐसे ही हो रहा है, ठीक है, ऐसे ही हो रहा है ये.
Ah.
It's lining up like this. So how did they imagine that? Assume this face goes perpendicular to it, है ना? ये वाला अंदर जाएगा and ये वाला ऊपर आएगा. यानी ये
Hmm.
वाला क्यूब, ये वाला वर्टिस यहाँ पे रहेगा, ये वाला वर्टिस यहाँ पे आएगा. So that means it's gonna come up like this,
Right.
है ना? And we want it to be like this. So option is wrong. Then look at option B. I don't think there's any way to get a slanted edge or like to point it like this because they're oriented in the different directions.
Hmm.
B is also not possible. Is it? Yeah, it's not. They will come up parallel. They will come up like this.
Yeah.
And in option C, it's the same thing again, but this time you match this corner to this corner. है
Yeah.
ना? And this time it's obvious. So this one is very easy to see too. It's lining
Yes.
up pretty straightforward, है ना? And option D में option B वाला ही हाल है same. बाकी सब चेक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है.
Yeah. So 42.
Hmm. So if you see, this is basically the first row is going one step back,
Yeah.
and the first one is coming in the last. So that means the next row ये यहाँ पे गया और ये यहाँ पे गया and yeah everything else is coming back. So that means it's going to be black, gray, white, gray, white. That is happening only in option D, है ना?
Option D. Yeah.
D.
Yeah.
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 तो वही
Correct.
आंसर हो गया.
Yes. 43. Okay. The white part in the shoe sole shown left represents the embossed or the raised area. Find out the right footprint of the shoe for the given options.
Footprint. That means it's gonna get flipped, right?
Yep.
That means you just have to find the mirror image.
Yeah.
So option D तो ऐसे ही हटा दो
हटा दो हाँ.
ना. Then in option B and C, you see an obvious difference in the three.
Yeah.
Right? This is the water image along with the mirror image. So option C is
Mirror.
also wrong.
Yeah.
In option A and B, you see a difference over here, and you see this is the correct mirror image.
Yeah.
So the answer is B.
Yeah. Pretty simple, straightforward.
Yeah, pretty simple.
44. Hmm.
Right.
This is an interesting one.
So, yeah, this is a very fun one. So double. So okay. So if you see, whenever there's squares, there's a smiley, and the only one with the triangle has a frown.
Hmm.
So that means the first particular row is denoting what shape it is. Since we want triangles, it's gonna be a uh, frowny face.
Yeah.
Okay. The second one. So you see these three are similar, right? These three are the
Hmm.
same, and one and two, one and the last one is also the same. And in तीनों options के अंदर the common thing is the color.
Hmm.
Right? So second row, the second column is denoting the color, and since we
Yeah.
want blue over here, it's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
In the third one, uh, one, two, and ये वाला one, two, and four have the same image, and the only thing similar is the number is two, two, and two, and this is three and three, and you see these two are also the same, right?
Hmm.
But since these are two, it's gonna be this one, and the last one is going to be either border or solid. Just the stroke ones are this,
Yeah.
and the solid one are this. So the last one is going to be this one,
Yeah.
and that option is only
A.
A.
Yeah.
So the answer for 44 is A.
44 का क्या है?
A, yeah.
A है. That's correct. The following operations are done on the curve shown in the figure. The curve is revolved 360 degrees around y-axis. The resulting form is then cloned twice around the x-axis at 120 degrees each to each other. Sorry. The resulting form is then cloned once about y-axis at 90 degrees. What is the resulting 3D form? Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the first one. So that's pretty obvious. It's gonna create a rounded off cylinder shape
Yes.
like this. ऐसा सा shape बनेगा. And it's also vivid कि क्या shape बनेगा from all of the options.
Hmm.
So ये कर लिया. ठीक है. उसके बाद I'm gonna first count the number of clones we are forming.
Hmm.
ठीक है. Resulting form is then cloned twice. That means there are two more like this, right? So there are a total
Hmm.
of three in second one, and then the resulting form is then cloned once. So that means there's gonna be six now.
Hmm.
So in the end, there has to be a total of six pillars like this.
Yeah.
है ना? इसके अंदर कितने 1 2 3 4 5 6, इसके अंदर कितने हैं 1 2 3 4 5.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I did this wrong. Let's do this question again.
So yeah, I understood
Let's
where.
do this question again. Let's do this question again.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna do the first part again. The
Hmm.
first thing, and it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. It's gonna create a shape like this, and it's pretty vivid what shape is gonna be from the options.
Hmm.
Then comes the second step. Resulting form is then cloned twice around the x-axis. So you duplicate this around the x-axis. That means you're looking at the shape from this direction and then cloning it twice. That means अगर मैं x-axis को अब मैं top पे मान लो मैं x-axis से देख रहा हूँ. So this is what we were seeing पहले, है ना?
Hmm.
We cloned it from here, ऐसा एक and ऐसा एक.
Yeah.
There are three pillars now. I'm looking from the x-axis. ठीक है? X-axis is यहाँ पे center पे.
Hmm.
Then comes the third step. Resulting form is then cloned once about the y-axis at 90 degrees. So now we're looking back from the top, है ना? From the top, it was something like this, and cloned once about the y-axis, 90 degrees. So that means there's gonna come up two more like this. ठीक है? तो यानी कि something like B will form.
Hmm.
Right there. Option sorry, second step के बाद only this was formed. Only these three were formed. Then when we cloned it around the y-axis, जो top का वाला जो part था, that coincided with the already existing one. That's why we are
Yeah.
not seeing it.
Yeah.
So the answer is B.
Correct. Which combination shows lunar eclipse?
So lunar eclipse means you are not able to see the sun, so the moon. Lunar refers to the moon. So you're not able to see the moon. That can only happen when the earth is between the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
That's happening only in B.
Yeah. 47. A boat is moving on the river and following the path as shown by the dashed line. Both the boatmen are facing front and rafting with equal force in the direction shown by the arrows in the options. Which of the options will help the boat to take the right turn?
Right. So I think most people are bit can't think of this intuitively. When
Hmm.
you paddle on the right, the boat goes to the left. When you paddle on the left, the boat goes to the right.
Yeah.
The answer is D.
Yeah.
Right. I think most people will be able to solve this by intuition.
Hmm.
Right. In option A and C, you're paddling on the opposite side, so the boat is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the only confusion between D and D.
Select the correct sunshade pattern on the illustrated structure. Assume sun at 45 degree on the left as shown.
Right. So in these questions, you should always compare the options. So in
Yeah.
option A and B, the difference comes up over here.
The shadow. Yeah.
This the shadow, right? So as you can see, the front part is very long, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, it's very long. So that means it's gonna cube only. So it's going to create a shape like B. It's going to create a triangle.
Hmm.
So A is definitely wrong,
Also C.
right? Yeah, C is also wrong for the same reason because
Hmm.
also does not create the triangle. Then a difference between B and D, ये यहाँ पे top पे ही है, right?
Hmm.
So as you can see, यहाँ पे this part, ये वाला shadow की बात कर रहे हैं जो ये वाला part बनाएगा,
Yeah.
ठीक है? From the top, from the front, there's not much discerning it except that you can know कि हाँ ये वाला part is in front of पीछे वाला part, which was obvious from the top
Yeah.
before. And from the side view also it makes sense. ठीक है sense ये this one is two down, this particular piece is way down here. तो
Yeah.
यानी कि इसका shadow, जो ये वाला part जो shadow बनाएगा, it's gonna go through आराम से, it's not
Yeah.
gonna get blocked इतना पहले. And again
Yeah.
it has to make a triangle somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
This is not making a triangle, so the answer is D.
Correct. 49. Which option, when folded, will result in the solid shown?
Right, so this is a pretty annoying question, I'd say.
Hmm. Time
uh,
waste question.
yeah, it's time wasting. I don't know if there's a good way to solve this or not, but uh, a fast way, like मान लो तुक्का लगाना है, or like an educated guess, it's a symmetrical figure,
Yeah.
right? There's a high chance it's going to create a symmetrical net, and a symmetrical net is only found in D,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Also, you can count the number of squares,
Yeah.
and the squares also have to be symmetrical around it. So in option A, the squares are symmetrical, but the triangles are not,
Hmm.
right? Option B too. Option B, the squares are not symmetrical themselves. Option C, again, the squares are not symmetrical. So answer is D.
Yeah.
It has to be a symmetrical net.
Yeah. 50. The options show designs for a remote control and its battery cover. Which design will be feasible? Just to properly lock in, basically.
Yeah, so you want it to lock in properly.
Yes.
So in option A, this is way too
Narrow.
below and narrow too. Yeah, it's narrow and it's also very very low.
Very low. Yes.
Yeah,
True.
so it's probably never gonna fit in. A is wrong.
Yeah.
Then in option B, you have the sides, right? So it is good. ठीक
Hmm.
है, it थोड़ा बहुत तो काम करेगा, but
Right.
from the top it not necessarily कि यहाँ पे it will fit or not, है ना, हो सकता है lose रहे. In option
Right.
C you have the hole along with the sides,
Yeah.
so that has to be the best one,
Correct.
right?
Yep. The option is C. All right. Four keyboard layouts were designed to enter text on touchscreen mobile phones. Which of these layouts has the shortest finger travel distance for entering text in English language? Assume the mobile is held vertically in the left hand and the handed user presses the keys using only the index finger of the right hand.
Right. So if you text, I think the best way to guess like guess this question is just think about your own keyboard.
Yeah.
If you see, all of the very useful letters are close by, and the letters
Mm.
that are not used a lot, Q, Z, X, M, they are in the corners, है ना?
Yeah.
So that means any letter that has these letters, especially Z, X, and Q,
Hmm.
in the center is gonna be bad.
Hmm.
यहाँ पे ZX यहाँ पे है, इसके अंदर ZX, देखो J भी है, V भी है. These letters are not used a lot, so you don't want them near space. K, Z, even F, like not very similar. In option B, you have all the vowels very close by. Vowels are used in every single word. Every single word has at least one vowel. Like most of the words at least have a vowel. This is going to be the easiest to use.
Yeah. Okay.
52.
52. Right.
So this is probably uh 180-degree turn, right? Just rotate it clockwise 180 degrees. So that means there has to be, okay. So again, we just compare options there. So option A and B, the differences in this top part. तो जब ये ऐसे उल्टा घूम के आएगा, ये वाला बनेगा. So option A is wrong, option C is wrong. In option B and D, the
Hmm.
difference is over in here, right? This
Yeah.
particular box.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So this is like this, right? ऑप्शन डी तो ऐसे ही गलत हो गया, the figure itself is wrong.
Correct.
52 का हो गया बी.
It just looks complicated, but it's a bit
Yeah,
easier
very
than
easy.
the other ones. Yeah. 53. Refer to all sides of a vase shown below. Okay. And select correct order of sectional faces.
Right. So the first part over here, you can see this. So I hope it's clear that these darker parts are on the outside and this lighter parts are on the inside,
Yeah.
right? So if you see, this shape is somewhere over here. It's on the back side of W,
Hmm.
right? So that is inside of westward, and a westward में you can see it on the inside.
Hmm.
यानी कि ये काट दो and ये काट दो,
Side of southward. Yeah, correct.
right? Then B and C में second one is the exact same, so we're not going to check that. Third one is different, so we're going to check the third one. So if you see, third one is over here on the inside of south, but it is flipped. It is mirrored, right?
Yeah,
So it's
correct.
gonna
Correct.
be inside southward mirrored.
Mirrored. Yeah.
That's only an option B.
Yeah.
So the answer is B.
Correct. 54. Which of the options can be made by the following the instructions given in the image below?
So basically, what it's saying is, you want to join each part in the corners like this. Okay, ठीक है ठीक है. So it's three different pieces. ठीक है, three different very similar pieces by the way. है ना?
Yeah.
So whatever you make, it has to be symmetrical. You know, and it
Mm.
shows one of the pieces over here. Okay, this is how when you join three of them together, see it seems
Mm.
like. So A to काट दो, very different. Option D में
Yeah.
the one of the pieces just flat. A काट दो.
Yeah. Not possible.
B and C. So now we're gonna see B and C. So इसके अंदर the first ones are very small. Then they're very, so these are not in perspective by the way. It looks like they're in perspective.
Huh.
That's just their messy drawing. I don't know why they made it like this. They're
Yeah.
not in perspective. These are their actual sizes. So one of them, one set is very small, the second is medium, the third is very large, and that only happens in option B.
Yeah. Okay. Aru bought a new cushion cover from the market. Though the material is cotton, she was not happy with the plain cushion cover and planned to dye it with a color. She followed the process as shown in the diagram, starting with folding the cover along y-axis. After the first dye, she made the cushion cover dry and again did the same process. But this time started folding along the x-axis. Find out the pattern she created after the second dye.
So first you fold at Y, है
Yeah.
ना, ऐसा बनाया आपने, and you make this particular thing. Okay, so cotton is soaking. Remember that,
Yeah.
and it soaks color, and when you dip it inside, the color is not just gonna come on just the outer layer. It's gonna soak through the entire layer,
Yes.
right? So that means the circle over here, right? And when you open this, this entire side,
Yeah.
ये पूरा side soaked होगा
It's soaked. Yes.
like this, and then यानी कि this side and this side is soaked, right? So
Yeah.
that gives you a total of four, right? Or two. That gives you two
Yeah. Two.
things, I think. Yeah. So that will give you two in two lines like this
Yeah.
on the square piece of paper. I see. when you unfold this.
Yeah, correct.
है ना? तो वाई में ऐसा हुआ, then the same thing is done on the x axis.
Hmm.
यानी दो लाइन और आ जाएगी ऐसे.
C is the option. So there's a GIF here.
Can't do much
We
about
will
it.
not be able to do it. Yes. 57. Find the exact pattern highlighted in the right square. Matching her.
Right. So it's just matching, and again, this option, this compare the options. And option A and B, this particular part. So
Yeah,
option A is wrong because it's there. Option B and D, the difference is over in.
yeah. So C is wrong.
Where's the difference in option B and D?
B and D में
ये रहा, ये
this
वाला
thing.
part.
Yeah, that
And
part.
it also is there. So option B is wrong. And in C and D, the difference is over.
C में वो center में वो right rectangle is not colored, no?
अच्छा हाँ ये वाला part.
हाँ,
C is also wrong.
yeah. So D is the
So the
answer.
answer is B.
A layout director of a newspaper was listening to music loops P, Q, R, and S. Subsequently, the director changed the layouts 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the music section of the newspaper. Indicate the correct pair of music loop and the layout.
Right. So I'm gonna be honest. I never got this answer. Like genuinely,
Okay.
I don't have a solution for this question.
Okay. All right.
Right. So if anyone does know, please, I guess, put it in the comments for everyone else.
Yes.
The answer is given as C.
Answer is C. क्या? Okay.
Yeah, C दे रखा है इन लोगों ने. But I just don't see any way why how P can be connected to 3. Like, is it the notes? Something I don't know.
59. Shown below is a transparent ruler stamp. Identify the print made from the ruler.
Right. So when you mark this, so you don't need to see the center part. ठीक है,
Yeah.
बस साइड वालों से हो जाएगा ये. तो इसके अंदर देखोगे, जब ये रोल करोगे, सो दीज आर द इंक स्पॉट्स लाइक दिस, राइट.
Yeah.
तो जब ये रोल होगा ऐसा बनेगा,
Yeah.
है ना. एंड जब ये वाले रोल होंगे तब ऐसे बनेंगे.
Right.
एंड ये सिर्फ डी में हो रहा है.
Hmm.
ए बी सी अपने आप हट गए.
Right. Find the odd one.
राइट. सो इसके अंदर the difference can be seen over here. So the answer is D.
Okay. The
बहुत
very
गंदा
con.
क्वेश्चन है, बहुत गंदा क्वेश्चन है.
Yeah. Everything else is pretty much same here.
Yeah, literally everything else. Like, so I remember this was we was solving this question in class. It took us it took 30 of us about 15 minutes to solve this question. There were 30 eyes on this question. It took us 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait just a second. 61. Shown below are visual lines that were decoded into names. Okay. So
Right.
we have to find
So
one.
you don't need to speak them out or anything, right? So it's pretty straightforward. So Gautam Buddh. So if you see, A is A, like it's basically one to one matching, है ना,
Hmm.
कि कौन सा लेटर क्या होगा and stuff like that. So G is double small center line. This is A. This is U. U is So to get U, what you do is check it with Albert. Albert ka T is ending like this. So that means T has to be this. That
Yeah.
means U is this. Right? So just keep on doing that and you will see one by one what it means, right? So for this answer, you see there's A here, there's A
Yeah.
here, no, not here, this one. So it's two lines per letter, right? So it's A here, then
Yeah.
it's A here. There are
Yeah.
three A's. So it's one second, fifth, second and fifth have to be A. So option A is wrong because there's second and fourth position पे A आ रहा है. इसके अंदर भी second and fourth position पे आ रहा है. इसके अंदर A आ ही नहीं रहा है.
Yeah.
So the answer is B. Just one to one matching. Each letter is represented by two lines.
Right. Identify the side view of the spring.
So for this, how can you solve this? Uh, okay, so you see these circles are, if you draw a line like this, सीधा, they are very close by, है ना?
Yeah.
ये वाला loop सामने से आ रहा है and this loop is coming from the back. That means from the center, on this in the center, it should be somewhat of a complete circle, like almost a complete circle. तो C तो हटा दो, B
Hmm.
भी हटा दो, चलो B भी बहुत ज़्यादा difference है. It's either A or D,
Hmm.
right? Then, uh, if you see the more outside most circle, there aren't exactly any. There's only one part that's touching, and that's over here. Like जो भी मतलब side view में touch हो सकता है, वो इधर नीचे की side होगा.
Hmm.
Right? The outermost circle, if this is the outermost circle, there can at max be one small part that's touching, like this.
Hmm.
Right? And that would be the bottommost part.
Ah.
And in option D, there is an entire pura curve that is common, and there are two parts that are touching.
Ah.
That's why it's option A. So
Correct.
basically, this part that's confirms
Yeah.
it.
What is the function of these objects?
These are all old toasters. Nothing much to say about it.
Yeah. Okay. Kathy has less money than David. Kathy and David together have as much money as Alice and Bob together. Alice and David together have less money than Bob and Kathy together. What is the correct richest poorest pairing?
So Kathy has less money than David. Kathy plus David have as much money as Alice and Bob.
Yep.
Alice and David together have less money than Bob plus Kathy. So the best way to do this is just take values that fit, right? Okay, I'll try to give you a mathematical way.
Hmm.
So let's take D is equal to C plus X. So X is some value, right? So this satisfies this inequality, right? C is smaller
Hmm.
than D because you have to add something to C to make D, right? So that means C plus X, that is 2C plus X is equal to A plus B,
Yeah.
है ना? And
Yep.
A plus C plus X is less than B plus C. C gets cut on both sides. So A
Right.
plus X is less than B.
Yeah.
तो यानी uh, from here you place the value
Hmm.
A plus B minus 2C is less than B. So that gives 2B minus 2C is less than B is less than 0. ये कट हो गया.
Hmm.
So 2A था ये. तो यानी A is less than C.
Hmm.
ये एक और inequality आ गई. So let's check C is equal to A plus Y. है ना?
Okay.
Now I'm going to take a random value for C. Okay, let C be 5. D की वैल्यू ले लेते हैं 10. ओके, लेट x इज इक्वल टू 5.
Hmm.
अब हमें ये वाली इक्वालिटी सेटिस्फाई करनी है किसी तरीके से. तो इस साइड 15 है एंड C इज 5, तो A हैज टू बी लेस देन 5.
Hmm.
है ना, यहाँ पे 15 आ गया है हमारा. सो लेट्स चेक A इज इक्वल टू 3. ठीक है, तो यानी B इज इक्वल टू 12, क्योंकि ये वाली
Yeah.
इक्वालिटी सेटिस्फाई करनी है ना. टेकिंग रैंडम वैल्यूज, इफ यू जस्ट टेक
Yeah.
रैंडम वैल्यूज इज गोना वर्क. ये मैंने क्यों करा? सो दैट आई नो दैट A इज लेस देन C, जस्ट टू फाइंड दिस आउट. दिस जस्ट मेक्स योर
Yeah.
लाइफ इजियर. ठीक है. Now just check if this equality also exists for you. ठीक है, तो 3 plus 10 13
Hmm.
is less than B plus C 12 and C is 5 17. ठीक है, correct.
Yeah.
यानी all of our values are working out. तो A की वैल्यू थी 3 and B की वैल्यू थी 12.
12.
So as you can see, richest and poor is Bob and Alice.
Yeah.
The answer is B.
Correct. Sugar
65.
equal to, yeah.
Sugar बनाना है. So it's basically just matching कि if every single dot exists, just small time consuming question, nothing
Hmm.
much. So इसका if you see ऑप्शन इसमें G बन रहा है क्या पूरा? G बन रहा है. नहीं, G नहीं बन रहा. देखो देखो, because this part is extra.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे G में ये नहीं है. देखो, A is wrong. ऑप्शन B में these two are coinciding.
Yeah.
ठीक है, so this is wrong. ऑप्शन C में, ऑप्शन C is completely fine I think. इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं होगा. हाँ, इसके अंदर एवरीथिंग इज मैचिंग अप परफेक्टली. इफ यू पुट दिस टू टुगेदर शुगर बन जाएगा. और ऑप्शन डी में दिस पार्ट इज द एग्जैक्ट सेम.
Yeah. Shown below is a 3D block. Four such blocks are interlocked in a square form. What will be the top view of the blocks after interlocking?
राइट. सो यू वांट, सो बेसिक चाहे कैसे भी इंटरलॉक करो, you're always gonna see a rectangular face, right? And then next block is going to come somewhat like this on top, something like this, right? So
Yeah.
whatever you do, you're always gonna see flat rectangular faces on top.
Hmm.
है ना. यानी B is wrong, it's all squares. C is wrong because there are not four rectangular faces on the top. Option D is
Hmm.
wrong because they are just L's.
Yeah.
Two more
Straightforward.
questions.
Which beetle nut cutter will require less force to be applied to cut a beetle nut? Consider the hinge points to be at the same line.
I mean, it's obvious, it's C, right?
Hmm.
It's the least fancy one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's option C. This one, like, areas to put in the nut, they're not very good.
Hmm. 68. Last one.
Right. So let's just write the names of these: frog, snail, cat, spider. Last letter is G. The next word is from starting from G. L T R, ram.
Correct. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for the 2023 question paper. All right. Perfect. I think, except for a few questions, others were not that difficult.
It
In this,
was more difficult than 24, I guess.
huh? Then 24, yes, definitely. I think as we go backwards, the difficulty
It's
increases.
gonna get tougher. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna get much tougher.
Yeah, yeah. So next one is going to be more than this
22.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.